United States Air Force Reserve presents our tail of the tape for this final bout of the evening. Myles Price is 4 years older than Marcin Held. He is also 3 inches taller, has a 2-inch reach advantage on the arms. Andy, one more time.
The following contest is a lightweight showcase fight. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 6 feet even. He weighed in officially at 155 pounds. In 20 professional fights, he has amassed a record of 11 wins and 9 defeats. Fighting out of Kilkenny Island, Magic Myles Price. And his opponent in the red corner. He is a jiu-jitsu specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155 pounds. In 36 professional fights, he holds a record of 27 wins and 9 defeats. 14 wins coming by way of submission. Fighting out of Tuhii, Poland, Marcin Held. The referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard will oversee the action equipped with the ref cam. Marcin Held in the red trunks, Myles Price in the black and gray. Touch of the gloves, and we are underway at 155 pounds. Switch of the stance in the left hand from Price, but Marcin Held starts pumping out the jab. Not much has happened yet in this fight, but the live odds already swinging pretty drastically in the favor of Marcin Held. Myles Price's game. Held comes out firing. Backs Price up. Price right back to the center. Able to stave off that blitz.
Held doing a nice job of staying in the center of the cage.
Oh, nice left hook.
It was actually, I think it was a left hook that landed there, Sean. I think that knocked Myles Price down. He was a little off balance, so.
Held lands inside control here. Not an ideal scenario for Myles Price. Plenty of time left in the first round.
And while Marcin Held is very dangerous with his leg attacks, he can submit you in a lot of different ways.
See if Held switches his grip here. No. Big knee as soon as Myles Price stands up. Great awareness from the Polish fighter. Price is able to pull his head out. Scores an uppercut on the exit.
Marcin has really made big improvements on his striking. Oh, nice knee by Myles Price.
Dan Hardy, what are you seeing in this fight?
You know, this is one of the fights I've been looking forward to the most on this card because of both of these guys are such skilled practitioners. On one side, of course, you've got Myles Price, who is very, very game, happy to go wherever the fight goes. On the other side, you've got Marcin Held, who's got 50% of his finishes by submission. A very, very talented grappler. I just don't know how this is going to play out because there are so many different ways these guys can end the fight. And of course, you know, there's a lot to be gained by getting a big win in the 155 division here.
Thank you, Dan Hardy. More switching of stances from Myles Price. Held stops the flying knee attempt with a jab. Marcin Held doing a great job of measuring and managing distance, as is Price.
Big double leg attempt by Held. In deep. Held switching to the body lock now. Price doing a good job with the overhook, pulling Held back up to a chest-to-chest position, getting him off those hips.
Marcin really keeping busy from this clinch, attacking those knees to the body of Myles Price.
Price trying to find a way to re-pummel, get inside. Held, not having it.
Held down on the legs again. 1 minute left in first round.
Myles has made some good adjustments here at the end of this round. Sometimes we've seen him in previous fights, doesn't get off to a great start, and then once he finds his rhythm, he's tough to beat.
Throws that scooping left to lead that combination. But Marcin Held has had an answer for almost everything. There's an overhand right and a short right.
Body lock attempt here by Held. Walks Price to the fence.
Final 10 seconds of this first round. Will come to a close against the cage. Round 2 next. Red. Round 2. Lightweight showcase action. See Myles Price stepping through on these punches. Ooh, big overhand from Marcin Held to stop the forward momentum. There's a level change. Marcin Held trying in on the legs here again. This time able to get Myles Price down. Myles Price on the choke here.
Almost had that high elbow guillotine. Nice counter there by Marcin Held to get that right arm up and over on the shoulder of Myles Price.
He also made a dynamic move to get his hips and legs outside of the legs of Price. It's tough to choke a guy without those legs involved somehow.
Held all the way into side control with that dynamic move Randy just mentioned. Goes to work with his right hand.
Nice shoulder pressure there by Marcin Held, pinning the shoulders of Myles Price as he tries to lift up that right arm frame, potentially to try to advance his position.
There Myles is working to get that underhook on that near side.
Corner Price calling for him to get up to his knees. He goes beyond that, but does he fall into a guillotine choke?
Nice counter by Myles Price. Elevated those hips of Marcin Held. He couldn't get stable to the floor.
Held trying to slide through the cross-side position.
Peppering shots with the left hand from Marcin Held. Doesn't want to give Myles Price too much space. A crafty roll here from Price. Can he get his head all the way out?
A beautiful escape by Myles Price. Marcin Held trying to go for that arm and guillotine though.
That's a tap.
There was a tap.
Tapped on the far side. Mark Goddard saw it, waved it off. Marcin Held, second round submission victory in our final bout here in London.
He is a dynamo on the ground, very sharp with his submission skills. Like I said, leg attacks aren't the only thing he can do. Very impressive.
Well done by Marcin Held. Myles Price game up until the very last moment. The submission specialist wins via submission. Who'd have thought? There's your Gageonomics stats bundle presented by Geico. Make it official next. Our last fight of the night ended like, well, didn't end quite like this. This was the first attempt, Kenny.
That's right, it was Marcin Held attacking that arm and guillotine. Myles Price able to defend that time. He got his legs involved, put those leg frames in between him and Marcin Held. And here's the finish. Marcin said, well, let's try it again. This time able to wrap up the waist of Myles Price. Price pinned up against the fence. You see him tapping with that left arm. Excellent connection to the neck there that time from Marcin Held. Beautiful transition. Marcin wraps up that neck. Something that it's very difficult to finish an arm and guillotine. It's an especially difficult thing to do it up against the cage. Must have been a very strong connection on the neck. Marcin Held getting it done yet again with a submission.
Gets back to the winning ways after a two-fight skid. Marcin Held making his case for inclusion in the PFL's future plans at 155 pounds. One last time, we send it to Andy Shepherd.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 37 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner with a submission via guillotine choke, Marcin Held.
The 15th submission victory for Marcin Held in his career. And as I said, back to his winning ways.